Lieutenant General Oluyede has officially assumed office as Nigeria's 19th Chief of Defense Staff in a colorful military ceremony that took place at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja earlier this Thursday. Clevis Gloria Atta witnessed the handing and taking over events and now brings us details.
It was a moment of honor and transition at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja as the outgoing Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, officially handed over the reins of leadership to the newly appointed Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Oluyede, at a ceremony attended by top military officers, service chiefs, and senior officials of the Ministry of Defense, marking the end of an era and the beginning of another. In his remarks, the outgoing Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, urged the new CDS to stand firm in the pursuit of truth and work with integrity as he confronts Nigeria's security architecture, while admitting that his tenure has been challenging due to the various security challenges bedeviling the country.
My tenure as the Chief of Defense Staff has been challenging but incredibly rewarding. We faced a complex and dynamic security landscape, but we confronted it with unwavering resolve, guided by our constitutional mandate and a shared vision for a secure and prosperous Nigeria. General Oluyede is an officer and impeccable credentials and vast experience. I have known him for many years and I can attest to his professionalism, strategic insight, and dedication to duty. I urge the service chiefs to give him the full cooperation so that they can work as a team. I urge every officer and soldier to extend to him the same loyalty, cooperation, and dedication you give me. The task ahead remains demanding, but with your support and his leadership, I am certain the armed forces will scale greater heights and achieve even more resounding successes.
In his remarks, the new Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Oluyede, pledged his commitment to strengthening the operations of the armed forces and deepening interagency collaboration in tackling the country's security challenges.
As I take over as the Chief of Defense Staff, I wish to reaffirm my total commitment to the defense and security of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The nature of threats confronting our nation, ranging from terrorism, insurgency, and banditry, to emerging cyber, aerial, and maritime security threats, require us to be ever vigilant, innovative, and united. My leadership will therefore be guided by the principles of professionalism, jointness, discipline, innovation, and accountability.
The handing and taking over ceremony comes after President Bola Tinubu's recent approval of new service chiefs as part of efforts to reposition the nation's security architecture. Highlights of the event was the signing of the handing and taking over notes by the outgoing and incoming service chiefs, as well as the decorating of the newly appointed CDS with the Defense Headquarters insignia. Earlier, similar ceremonies were held at the headquarters of the Nigerian Army, Navy, and Air Force, where the newly appointed service chiefs assumed office at their various services.
I wish to assure you that I will do everything to advance the transformation of the Nigerian Army into a professional, innovative, and formidable force that is agile, adaptable, combat resilience, capable of decisively discharging its constitutional responsibility within a joint and multi-agency environment.
My tenure will be guided by a clear and actionable strategic approach, focusing on strengthening maritime security with relevant security agencies in the conduct of operations.
I wish to assure all officers and airmen that I shall continue from where my predecessor stopped in the quest to attain the required posture that will guarantee Nigeria the security and stability necessary for development and peaceful coexistence.
With the change of leadership at the top of Nigeria's military high command, expectations are high among Nigerians for a renewed push against terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, and all forms of security threats bedeviling the country. From the Defense Headquarters, I am Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.